Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Wednesday. This is season 1, episode 5. Somebody better call Jason Statham because we need a new beekeeper. I'm ready for this episode.
Oh, no. Way to just tarnish this whole series with that. But hey, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out what is going to happen to Eugene. I'm just hoping he's all right. Hoping he's all right.
Well, we always say if we didn't see it, and we saw it, but we didn't really get 100% confirmation, so I'm remaining.
I mean, it's not like Taskmaster with the... I digress.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen in this episode. I think I'm going to predict, and it's probably wildly wrong, but I think this is the episode that we may get confirmation on who the monster is. And I hope I'm wrong, because I still want to prolong it, see how much we can still guess. Let's go!
I've always considered him an open book, a man given to
Homicide.
misguided schemes and exaggerated displays of affection. But when he was a student, he was accused of a murder that took place right up there, which leads me to wonder, what
Gothic
really happened
glamour.
that stormy night, 32 years ago?
1990. Oh,
I think Principal Weems shape-shifted into... and did something. That's my prediction. Except for I think that's her right there.
It's not what you think.
They get a sword. They certainly have issues. I don't like to tap tails, Sheriff Walker, but it's all Morticia Frump's fault.
Ah,
They were fighting over her.
Setting the stage early.
I don't know what to say, Gomez. Seeing you in handcuffs, accused of murder. I've never loved you more.
All right, that's enough, Addams. Let's go.
he was dressing snazzy even back then.
All Parents Weekend. This ought to be delightful.
Back to the scene of the crime? Ah!
you reap what you... Whoa.
Whoa.
Joey Lawrence.
These were the best years of our lives, were they not, Tish?
They certainly were, McCaddy. I hope Wednesday's happy to see us. I left a dozen messages on her crystal ball. Still no reply.
Right now, my plum neck Cupid. I'm sure she's dying to see us.
Well,
Nevermore was created as a safe haven for our children to learn and to grow, no matter who or what they are.
yeah, you tell them what happened to our boy,
Which one?
I
Eugene.
realize most of you have heard about the unfortunate incident involving one of our students, but I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend.
Hey!
On the mend, trying a coma. Have you been to see him? You're his friend, and the reason he's in the hospital. That is not your fault, okay? The monster hasn't attacked anyone in the past week. Maybe you finally scared it off. Or maybe it went into hiding to avoid this weekend.
Look at this. Some things never change.
What's Pugsley having?
Do you look at my family? Talk about toxic pack mentality. I give my mom 30 seconds before her judgy claws come out. Let's get this over with.
The claws are out.
So I think she finds out she's not alone and, not necessarily having the best relationship with her parents.
Oh, how we miss those accusing eyes and you
Her
fish.
and every other teenager.
Those accusing eyes.
I thought Thing was filling you in on my every move. I uncovered your feeble subterfuge almost immediately.
So how's the little fella doing? Does he still have all his fingers?
Relax. I haven't snapped any of his digits. Yet.
Amen. Let me look at you.
1,000? 2,000?
Have you not been waxing?
Yeah.
Not sure how much more of this family togetherness I can take.
I think you skipped the part where you apologized for acting like a total jerk last weekend.
You could make me
I'm
forget
sorry
it.
for what happened at the dance. I shouldn't have asked you to siren song me like that.
Guessing your dad's no-show again this year?
Yeah. I got a text this morning. You?
Gabrielle hasn't shown her face since I started here. Probably sunning herself somewhere in the Seychelles.
My darling daughter.
Oh.
I made it.
Surprise, surprise.
Wouldn't miss this for the world.
Guess you misjudged her.
Smug Xavier.
She is in fear.
Look at those eyes.
Our old yearbook. I haven't laid eyes on this in over 20 years. Such good times we had, didn't we, Larissa? You always filled a room with your presence, like a stately sequoia tree. And I guess that would make you the lumberjack.
Well, she's like
There's
6'3".
that fighting sense of humor that I always adored. Oh. My picture's gone. Oh, that is odd. May I borrow this for the weekend? That way Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
Let's get down to the matter at hand, shall we? Unfortunately, Wednesday's assimilation has been rocky at best.
Rookie.
Apparently, her therapist feels she hasn't been very open to the process, and their time together has not yielded the results we'd hoped.
I'm not a lab rat.
Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken.
Just ignores her.
It would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
No.
Not to side with Wednesday, but we're only here for the weekend.
Oh, come on. What can it hurt? I mean, to be honest, I've always been a big fan of head shrinking.
It's not that kind of head shrinking mushy.
Well, that is disappointing. But anything for our little girl.
This is going to go over well.
Real well.
Well, first we'll visit Pilgrim World.
Make
It'll
sure
be
to
a-
search
Oh.
that kid for any sign of that creature. No stone unturned. They bag and tag everything. Right?
Says the guy who firebombed it.
And you got one kid in the ICU, a bunch of people in the morgue. I don't want any more. All right.
Ooh, foreboding music.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong?
It's hard to stomach a murderer wandering around town scot-free.
At least they care enough about Wednesday to go to therapy with her.
Tyler, come on, please. We've been through this. I'm not comfortable dredging up the family past with some complete stranger.
You think it's easy for me to sit there and talk about my crap?
You got a lot on my plate right now, bud.
Look at Dad just running away from all of his problems.
He's got a lot on his plate. Like the kid
You got the
doesn't.
results already?
He's got an iPhone, though. That means he's not a villain.
Dad, you okay? What's going on?
You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
Whoa!
What?
Look at the way Mom is sitting.
So, who wants to start? Maybe we can discuss what it's like having Wednesday away from home.
For me, it's been hard not having Wednesday around. I never thought I'd miss being waterboarded so much.
Morticia? Gomez? How have you been coping?
It's been torture for us, too.
Fortunately, my brother Festa's rag fits two people.
Nothing like a good stretch to bring out the best in each other.
Enough! I think it's high time my parents faced the music. It seems they've been lying to me, keeping secrets. Murderous secrets that need to be addressed.
Well,
Who was Garrett Gates, and why are you accused of murdering him?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Actually, this is exactly the place.
This does not concern you. And I refuse to debate a decades-old witch hunt with you right now.
Darling, maybe we should...
No, this session is over.
Have it your way, Mother.
Wednesday? If you refuse to tell me the truth, I'll just have to excavate it myself.
And she will.
What were you thinking? How could you ambush your father like that? Wednesday!
How could I? You insisted I go to this school. Did you really think I wouldn't find out your secret?
You don't know the full story. Your father did nothing wrong.
I'll be the judge of that.
Not quite the happy weekend they were expecting.
I haven't come here to fight, Brandy Jane. My name is Bianca. New name, new life.
Oh.
Oh.
Gideon said you'd resist.
Don't Say that man's name to me. You think he'd give a damn about some single mom and her daughter if we weren't sirens?
That is no way to talk about your stepfather.
Oh.
You actually married him.
He wants you to come home so that we can be a real family.
Hard pass. He's already got one siren to do his bidding. Goodbye, Ma.
Wow.
My siren song is drying up. This wasn't a request.
How is this my
And
problem?
if I refuse?
Then everybody here's gonna know how you sirened your way into Nevermore.
I finally make something of myself and you want to destroy it.
You haven't made squat, Bianca.
Oh, wow.
Sooner or later, they will see through you. A siren can never change her scales.
Wow. Real supportive
End of the
mom.
weekend to say your goodbyes.
Well, that got interesting.
Kick rocks. Bye.
I harvested hive number 3. The bees miss you, Eugene. We all do. Thanks for keeping an eye on him. Any updates? You didn't deserve this. I should be in that bed.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Why did you go without me?
Didn't mean to startle you, dear.
You must be Wednesday. Eugene's moms, Sue and Janet.
You were all he could talk about lately. He was so excited to finally make a real friend.
Well, I brought him some honey.
Eugene loves those dang bees like they're his kids. He's gonna be okay.
Right? I should go.
Wow. Well, standoffish with Eugene's parents, too.
Well, that's kind of her style.
Oh.
And that's where he did that.
Yeah.
First time someone's killed themselves in the morgue. Guys don't know what to do with the body.
What do you got?
Gun was legal. Registered in his name, Colt 45. Janitor said he kept it in his desk.
I just saw Doc last week. He's planning a cruise with his wife. He seemed all excited about retirement.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
guess you never really know what's going on through someone's mind.
A bullet, apparently. We got security footage?
Nope.
Of
Camera was
course.
obscured. Black bubblegum.
Black bubblegum.
Oh.
Black bubblegum. You don't say.
Suicide note says he felt guilty about an old case. Says he covered it up, faked the coroner's report, and has been living with that guilt for all these years.
Gomez Addams?
Garrett Gates?
Of course.
Garrett Gates, you gotta be kidding me.
You heard of it?
I'm waiting 30 years to put away his murderer.
You know who did it.
There's only ever been one suspect. I always thought they were covering up the truth. Now I got my proof.
I don't know that that's going to
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I found a note that said so.
Yeah, we should think about that one.
It's not creepy at all.
I think it looks better that way.
Where are you going, Mom?
It looks like a graveyard.
Oh, good job.
Thanks, buddy.
It's his oak tuition.
His oak tuition. I told him.
I saw the headstones.
That giveaway.
I put things together.
I'll do that on your grave answer.
Oh, thanks, pal.
Let me
It's gonna
guess.
be Garrett's.
Of course it's
Yeah.
Garrett's.
Garrett Gates.
Got 72 to
Twin
90.
stinks.
Wow.
You're not hungry, darling?
My appetite eludes me, Mother. Same way the truth eludes you.
Just keeps poking her with it.
We need to tell her.
She'll never believe us.
Tell her what?
Only one way to find out.
Gosh, these kids and their parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't with. Ah,
That's the table I'd be
that's
at.
yeah, exactly.
So, are you gonna make me ask?
Ajax and I haven't defined our relationship yet.
I'm not talking about Have you wolfed out yet?
Look at that brow.
No.
Well, that is a disappointment.
Everything's a disappointment with you, Mom.
Huge disappointment.
Yeah, these parents
Oh,
are
boy.
not,
No.
painting
Poor
a good
Enid,
picture.
too. She's been happy the whole series until this
Until
episode.
now, yeah.
Can I ask what this is about, Sheriff?
What's happening, Miss Thornhill?
I have no idea.
Gomez Addams.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
You're under arrest for the murder of Garrett Gates.
Again.
Get right to an attorney. Cannot afford one. One will be appointed for you.
Now it's time to tell her, Mom.
Morticia just stone-faced.
A little tormenta. How's your mother?
Devastated. She hates you in Orange. I caught her laying a rose in a grave earlier today. The headstone read Garrett Gates, the very boy you've been arrested for murdering. Care to explain?
Spill it.
Well, she didn't quite lay a rose. She tore the
was
top off.
infatuated with your mother. He mistook her kindness for interest, and he started stalking her.
Why didn't you call the police?
We tried. But his family was the oldest and richest in Jericho. No one believed us. Garrett's father, an outcast, hating bigot, was furious that your mother had accused his only son. It all came to a head the night of the Raven dance. Your mother and I stepped out to catch our breath. Addams! And that's when I saw him. He had broken into the school. His twisted love for your mother had made him insane. His eyes bore into me, brimming with murderous intent.
Go! Get out of here! He won't hurt me! Garrett, no! Garrett!
There's the sword.
Ooh.
My life flashed before my eyes, driven by jealousy and hate. Garrett was unstoppable.
Oh, lefts and rights. Did Morticia do it and Gomez took the fall?
My survival instinct kicked in.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Well, technically, he ran into it.
It was a terrible accident.
As I pushed him forward. Jeez.
Oh!
If I'm being objective, his confession sounds entirely plausible, delivered with the perfect degree of sincerity. Perhaps my father is exactly what he says.
Thank you for being so honest with me.
I'm sorry. I wasn't a better father.
How many fathers hand their daughter a fencing blade when she's 5 years old?
Your saber strokes were an essay in perfection.
The point I'm trying to make is you taught me how to be strong and independent. How to navigate myself in a world full of treachery and prejudice. You are the reason I understand how imperative it is that I never lose sight of myself. So as far as fatherhood goes, I would say you've been more than adequate.
Oh, adequate. Oh.
Every father's dream.
More than
adequate. Maybe just a little.
We need to talk.
How'd you get in?
Bernice may or may not have received a call that her tabby cat Swifty is being held for ransom. My father did not kill Garrett Gates.
We'll have his signed confession.
Don't you find the timing a tad bit convenient?
Sheriff, how are you failing to see that someone is desperately trying to derail my investigation? I found the monster's cave, and I gave you the DNA evidence. Did you even bother to test it?
This may come as a shock, but the world doesn't revolve around you, Addams. DNA results.
Thank you.
No match. Inconclusive.
So you truly believe this is all some coincidence? Whoever hurt Eugene also murdered the coroner.
Unfortunately, someone sabotaged the security camera in the morgue, so we don't know what happened. They stuck bubblegum on a lens. Black bubblegum. Maybe I should run DNA on that.
Someone is trying to throw me off my game.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you should.
Garrett Gates' family deserves closure, even if none of them are around to take comfort in it.
Oh.
His mother hung herself in the backyard. Even his little sister didn't escape. She was orphaned, sent overseas, ended up drowning.
Holy shit.
Every last one of them's gone. So your father doesn't just have Garrett's blood on his hands, he's got the whole damn families.
How did the richest, most powerful family in Jericho all end up like that?
Yeah.
Hello, Mother.
Mother.
Hello, Wednesday. So you're a nightshade. That didn't take long.
Actually, I rejected them. But mostly I rejected them because they're a trivial social club.
It used to be so much more. Our mission was to protect outcasts from harm and bigotry. In fact, the group was started by an ancestor of your father's from Mexico.
Goody. I saw her painting at Pilgrim World.
How ironic, since she was the one who killed Joseph Crackstone.
Wow.
Oh.
I know why you've come here, Wednesday. So go on and ask.
It's kind of a big reveal they just
Father
gave
didn't
us.
kill Garrett Gates, did he?
No.
By the time I made it up the stairs, I found your father fighting for his life.
That's why Dad signed the confession.
Mm-hmm. My instincts were right all along.
Oh, liar, you've seen it.
Give it to me in the comments.
I'll never forget the way he looked at me. He was even foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, he was foaming before when they showed him, too.
Yeah.
It was like I was staring into the eyes of a rabid beast.
Okay, so same thing, just...
Yeah, he walked right into it. Can hardly blame her for that.
At least she didn't, walk it forward.
No, I mean, that's almost the equivalent of why are you hitting yourself?
It was only when I heard the scream that I realized what I'd done. Your father was so calm and brave.
They could have ran.
Yeah, they could have...
Your father took the blame in order to protect me.
There we have it.
You said Garrett was foaming at the mouth. His eyes didn't look human.
Did he look like
That's
Smeagol?
why the coroner had to cover it up.
Maybe it wasn't rage at all. Foaming saliva, dilated pupils, mental confusion. What are those all textbook symptoms of?
Rabies.
How can that be?
There's only one way to find out.
See what we find?
This reminds me of when you got your first grave-digging kid.
All
Moment
right.
of truth.
Let's see.
Oh, shit. There is a body.
Yeah, I was
That was
wondering
right.
that, too, that it was going to be gone.
Well, well. What do we have here? Guess there's going to be an Addams family reunion in lockup tonight. You're both under arrest.
Comfortable. Post bail in the morning.
Not even the law under the law could keep us apart.
At least we'll have one last night.
I've seen jackals with more self-control than you two.
Neither one of you are strong enough to serve hard time. And thanks to me, you won't have to.
I knew our little jailbird would have an escape plan.
It's a souvenir from our outing. I borrowed it from Garrett.
He died from nightshade poisoning. The remarkable preservation of soft tissue and blue tint confirms it.
Oh.
Which means Garrett was dying.
Before you stabbed him.
You look even more ravishing as an innocent woman.
For once, could you two get off of each other and focus?
Get off of each other.
Oh, shit, here we go.
Kill all those outcasts. Sneak into that dance and spike the punch bowl.
Oh, and then it broke.
Is he the beast?
I don't.
I know there's a body, but...
No, he got poisoned.
Oh, I think they're
No,
just showing the
shade.
poison, yeah.
Again, I'm throwing darts, guys. Like,
yeah.
The night Garrett died, he had a vial of nightshade poison that broke in his pocket. He wasn't just trying to kill father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
Oh,
wow.
This episode is like revealing so much.
Thank you for seeing us at such short notice, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, well, veiled threats have that effect.
Garrett Gates wasn't killed by a stab wound.
That blue sheen is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, didn't you? Because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
Boom.
You knew the truth about how he really died.
Listen, my job was to keep the peace. Now, if there had been a trial, both Jericho's and Nevermore's reputations would have been trashed.
I think the only reputation you were worried about ruining was your own.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor.
Men like you have no idea what it feels like not to be believed.
Probably believed you, but he was getting money on the side to say no.
That was not really happening.
All charges dropped.
My father will be released immediately with a full and unequivocal apology from the sheriff's office.
Good luck with that.
Do we have a deal?
Full, unequivocal apology. Oh, sheriff's not going to like it.
I know, that's why I don't know how that's going to
But are we
go
going to
over.
tell the sheriff the truth?
Yeah.
Sheriff should.
Sheriff.
When did your visions begin?
A few months ago. Before I left for Nevermore.
I'm sorry you didn't feel you could tell me. I know we've had our difficulties lately, navigating the treacherous shoals of our mother-daughter relationship. But I'm always here for you, Wednesday. Always.
Sometimes when I touch someone or something, I get these very violent glimpses from the past or future.
Our psychic ability resides on the spectrum of who we are. Given my disposition, my visions tend to be positive.
And for someone like me, who sees the world through a darker lens,
You're a raven. Your visions are more potent, more powerful.
Ravenclaw.
But without the proper training, they can lead to madness.
Oh.
If I could help you, I would, Wednesday.
Don't tease
But we're
Wednesday
not
with a
trained
good
by the
time.
living. Somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready.
Goody has. I've seen it before.
Be careful, Wednesday. Goody was a witch of great strength, but her vengeance pushed her too far, and even she couldn't save herself.
See you later,
Sorry
Sheriff.
about all this.
I don't hold grudges. Only blood debts.
All right. Well, the sheriff was pretty cordial about it. I thought he was going to give him the whole "you got lucky" type treatment.
Well, at first
or-
was, I kind of chuckled about the sorry for all this. Like this.
I mean,
that wasn't the moment I thought they were going to get, though.
Yeah.
so.
And it all got resolved in this episode, which...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that picture supposed to mean something to us?
I'll come back and help you under one condition.
Oh.
Wait until the school year is over.
How do I know you won't run away again?
Because you both have too much to lose. But after this, you and Morning Song are out of my life. Forever.
All right. You know, I started off not really caring for her, but now I'm really intrigued by her story.
Don't push it on the hug.
Well, at least we can't say Parents' Weekend wasn't a nail biter.
I knew you didn't have what it takes to be a murderer.
As much as that stings, could I see that's my little death trap?
I don't want to be a stranger in your life, darling. If you need me for anything, I'm only a crystal ball away.
Well, a little bit of a breakthrough here with Mother.
Be yourself. Like hardly could look at her.
Oh, the dynamic is great.
Oh.
God, is it like that in the movies? Or is this? I don't know. If we ever do get to the movies, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be.
You're going to be comparing them, but
too much.
That's,
Yeah,
but it's they're both great in their own ways, obviously.
I knew it. I did witness Roan getting murdered that night.
Excuse me.
When Roan appeared the next morning, it was you.
Oh!
You participated in the talent show with my mother. Not only did you impersonate Judy Garland, you became her. You're a shapeshifter.
There we go.
There it is.
Whoops.
You became her.
Confirmation.
That's a fascinating theory.
I'm curious to find out how Sheriff Galpin feels when I tell him.
Ooh.
You won't tell a soul, Miss Addams. And it wouldn't matter much if you did. Rowan's father already knows what happened, and he fully supports my decision not to involve the authorities.
Why would he agree to that?
Because Rowan was not in his right mind.
You and Mayor Walker are the same, aren't you? Burying bodies to cover your dirty secrets.
Oh.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy.
Controversy.
Tell that to Eugene.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are you protecting him?
No, he's on the mend.
Thing is protecting Eugene, maybe. Raven.
Nevermore.
What are we burning here?
That Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Fire will rain.
Oh, that's a cool shot. Oh, is it over?
Well, who was it?
Jeez,
Ways to
come
find
on.
out. We will not know.
That was quick.
Gosh,
God,
what a
Alfred Gunn, Miles Millar, the great minds behind Smallville, they did it again.
What a episode this one was. I mean, I know in the first 4 episodes we got a ton of information. We were just immersed in this world. I said it felt like we had seen 8 episodes when we had only seen 4 just because they have given us so much. And this episode, I mean, they gave us so much stuff. I'm pretty sure I might have missed a few things because they just unloaded both barrels and gave us everything in this episode. So many reveals. I mean, I suspected that Principal Ween was the shapeshifter, but wasn't really sure. I mean, I know they showed that image of her walking out and changing, but it's like, okay, is that the shapeshifter just becoming her for ulterior motives to do, whatever around the school? So I like that we got confirmation on that, like 100% sure, because that clears up a lot of things. We got the reveal of what really happened the night that Garrett was taken out. I will need some help from you folks, though. When we had that reveal of the picture, I had no idea what I'm looking at there of what that's supposed to be. So needed your help in the comments on that one, on what the significance of that was. And then we got a real breakthrough with Wednesday and Morticia. They both kind of came to a conclusion that you need to kind of forge your own path, go your own way, and be your own person, which, I think is a really good theme, notwithstanding the fact that it's dropped into Wednesday, where I think often the kind of positive, uplifting themes aren't necessarily used. It's usually a little bit of a darker tone with some humor behind it. So it was good to see that. And you can really tell that Wednesday's kind of starting to turn a corner a little bit. She's, a little bit more involved in the school, a little bit more involved with Enid, and certainly was worried about Eugene, whether she wants to admit it or not. That stop at the hospital was a big step for her as well. So really just a ton in this episode that happened with, as far as like personal growth of the characters, big reveals. We still don't know who it was that firebombed the cave. It's interesting that the DNA evidence is essentially of no use that the sheriff got. I thought for sure that would have, been something, at least that they could go on, maybe identify something by the blood, maybe. I don't know if they had somebody already in jail before, but nonetheless.
Well, they probably because it was Xavier's. So
if they
don't have his blood on file, how are you going to find it? They wouldn't. Same with the claw. If you don't have him on file,
yep.
Be able to find it.
Well,
or if it's the sheriff's son and he knows it, he's covering it up.
Yeah, but the fact too that, and we kind of already knew this, but so maybe this reveal should have came earlier, but it confirmed that Xavier isn't the monster, which we kind of knew because he was all basically locking it up in the shed and had the scratches on his neck. But again, I'm so nervous to jump to conclusions in this show because they're so good at throwing twists in there. Like in one episode, they'll get you thinking 4 different ways as to what you may have think happened. We had it with, the monster in some of the earlier episodes. Do we think it was Xavier?
Well, hey, don't stop guessing. You were right about Morticia.
I was right about Morticia.
I've seen it.
Well, he obviously watched it.
These guys,
obviously.
I tell you. But no, and then it was cool with the thing with Morticia and Gomez. That was interesting because I don't want to say I've seen that type of thing before, but you could see that Gomez would be the type of guy that would take the fall for Morticia because he loved her so much, and it was cool to see that play out in the different ways. The reveal with Wednesday being able to get the visions, we got some closure on that. Morticia basically gave us the entire lowdown of how it works. If you kind of have a positive attitude, the things you see are usually more positive. So she's a dove. Wednesday's more of a raven, but you got to be careful because it could drive you to madness.
Like which Goody?
Yeah, Goody. They were talking about with the being the witch. Talked about that, but and then Rowan was going mad too with his visions. Again, folks, so much happened in this episode. I feel like they just dumped out the entire bucket of things that they were holding back and really let it rip in this episode. So again, this one was great. If there was any episode in the series that I would want to go back and rewatch, I think it would be this episode so far, just because of how much got revealed. So another banger of an episode.
Yeah, there was even the quick line in there where Joseph Crackstone was taken out by someone, and it was like, wow, okay, that just happened to pop in there.
It was Goody, wasn't it? Wasn't it Goody that took out Crackstone? Is that what they said? I don't recall. But
I remember the mayor or the principal said it. Weems said it, and yeah, that was great that we did get that confirmation that yes, she can shapeshift. But I love in the way they did it. That I was like, you weren't just pretending to be Julie Garland. Like whereas Tish, I'll call her Tish because that's what Gomez called her. But she was like commenting.
That?
I think so. Okay. Well, as someone that's already seen the show, I think I should be able to earn it, unlike you who has seen it already. So, anyways, with
we're joking when we say
we're joking. We should.
Sometimes people like to take and run.
Take and run with
and
it.
not
We're
understand
joking.
our humor.
We have not seen it,
but I think he's seen it.
This is big. Oh, you got to stroke your mustache like Gomez. What? Like because that was his tell. That was his tell in Russian roulette, which I thought that was a playful way to give away his tells. But with the whole Nightshade, that was actually great because like when they showed us the first time, I noticed like the foam around his mouth. So when they showed us a second time, I was like, well, rabies, and he knew he was gonna perish.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was a werewolf.
So or something along that lines. But then it turns out it was Nightshade, which I guess really messes with people. And so like he was already out of the, and we saw that there's cover up after cover up to be able to keep themselves looking good because like we said with the mayor. A year later, becomes the mayor. He was just a lowly sheriff at that point, covering it up. So that's where it was great with the whole mortician who was, and that was the thing too. When we met him last episode, and I love that they brought that story quickly back about he's getting ready for retirement. Mm-hmm. So then it like jogged our memories, like, oh, that's right, they had that conversation last episode. So when he said he had to cover it up, like immediately after they saw everything else was going on, and with Morticia, like, all right, there's got to be something more at play here. And fortunately, right, we get to the mayor at the end. Yeah, it's Nightshade. So he obviously knew, but he had to cover it up to save his ass. But now what the next question? And then he gets the job. And then for me, now I'm wondering so since Garrett of the Gates family was gone, there's more members that end up perishing by different means. Yep. So if they were the most powerful and the richest family, why would you do that moving forward? So I'm interested to see where this keeps pushing forward because unless like when the mayor was looking at the picture, if he was maybe someone was lying about the daughter that she didn't just go mad overseas, that she was maybe the one that put that burning symbol into the grass.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought maybe it was when they just showed it real quick. I'm like, oh shit, is that supposed to be Enid somehow? But like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't her. But that was the only thing I thought with the picture. So I guess we'll have to wait.
And when kudos to her for also standing up to her mom and I was making her dad proud and saying, "You do you, kid."
That's right.
Right way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, for everything that we learned about. Gomez's background and Garrett and stuff like that. We also had a pretty good episode as far as learning about relationships with some of the students and their parents and how that is impacted. Of course, Wednesday and Morticia, we see this very much, I don't want to say it's a commonplace marriage, but you get a teenager who's not the most fond of their mom and it doesn't seem like it's from a place of like deep seated anger or anything. It just is like, hey, my mom's annoying and she's not telling me the truth about stuff. Whereas with Bianca, like that was nasty with her mom. Her mom wants to use her. I'm losing my siren's abilities. Bianca accused the mom of their group they're in being a cult. She's got some guy mom married that she doesn't like. And so Bianca has this really strong personality and somewhat of an attitude, I guess you could say. But it's interesting to see what she's dealing with. Now, when we look at Enid's relationship with her parents, Enid is like super happy-go-lucky, always seems in a positive mood, always has really good energy. That's one thing that we've talked about consistently throughout this show is how kind of infectious Enid's personality is and how much we like her character. And come to find out, like, it's just like mom's like constantly disappointed because she hasn't wolfed out. And you wonder if Enid is the way she is with everybody else, trying to spread positive energy because she knows what it's like not to have that given to her from the people that it matters from the most, which of course are your parents. Like in this life, I mean, friends and stuff like that. It's important to surround yourself with people who encourage you and, let you know that you're proud of you when you have good accomplishments. But to have your parents just always be like, you're not good enough or you're a disappointment. And we saw her say that right when the parents showed up. And you wouldn't have thought that about Enid's parents, given everything that we've seen from her character so far in this series. So I thought that was really good. Xavier's parents, dad just sent him a text, can't make it, non-existent. We saw Eugene's moms come in, very loving. They were very thankful that Eugene had a friend. They recognized that even at a school for outcasts, he was having a hard time making friends. If there, I know it's not Wednesday's kind of thing to be, overly emotional, but it was hoping that there would have been a little bit more there with Eugene's moms, given like how much they were suffering seeing their son in a hospital bed. Again, just a lot of stuff with the parents. When we saw the sheriff and his son, his son brought up, hey, at least they're going to therapy as a family together. We can't do that. Well, I don't want to, bring up all this old stuff to a stranger. It's like, well, that's what you're asking me to do. So I have to go in and do it, but you don't want to do it. Like, how is that helpful? So again, this episode very, very heavily rooted in, different relationships with your parents. And at the end of the show, while we didn't get necessarily some sort of nice wrap up with everybody. They saw Bianca saying, hey, just let me, finish the rest of the school year. Enid told her mom, nope, not going to do what you want. I'll do it in my own time if it's going to happen. Dad was very proud. So that was neat. And then as far as the relationship between Wednesday and her mom, we didn't get like a full on hug session, but we saw just that little show of affection from Wednesday by taking a step closer to her mom. Of course, mom did the kiss thing without actually doing it. So that was neat. But yeah, as far as the entire story, they did a great job with this one. I liked how it gave us almost like this Clue vibe where they showed the way the murder played out, but that's not what it really happened. This is how it happened. And you get the alternative view and learning that dad took the blame for the crime to keep mom, safe from harm or safe from having to go to prison was good. But we also
said, neither one of them could laugh.
We also learned that had Mr. Sheriff at the time not been paid off and listened to Morticia, he could have taken action and prevented the whole thing from happening. So this episode was only 45 minutes long or so.
46.
And we got just a ton of story. And again, the shows that we're usually really, really hyped on this channel, it feels like that's the one thing that we say so often is how much story they're able to put into a 45-minute or an hour-long episode, how it didn't feel like anything was filler, it didn't feel like any line, any scene that they shot was wasted, and that's really how this episode felt. Like 45 minutes went fast, but they got so much good story and so much character development, and just this show really continues to deliver.
Yeah, first thing, I'm glad I was wrong. No monster reveal in this one, so I'll keep the guesses coming,
maybe in the next
even
one.
if they are just way off. Clearly, the body was still there, so it wasn't a monster. But hey, you never know, right? I mean, we've seen some weirder things happen. I'm still going to throw those darts. So I appreciate no answer yet, because then we can still speculate on who the monster is, even though we may have
some ideas.
Pretty good idea
because,
who it is.
Didn't they? And again, I'm trying to remember, but didn't they pretty much not give it away, but say with Xavier's drawings that's where it came from?
Well, remember, Wednesday bumped Tyler.
That's right. The dance, we had the images.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah,
so, again, pretty sure, but hey, we'll wait for confirmation. No worries. And then number two, I think with the kids, it's one of those classic, cliche sayings. You never know what someone's going through, right? Mm-hmm. This was just a different level of, we didn't know what any of these kids, besides Wednesday for the most part, was going through, right? Because we're following her story, it's her POV, all that. Now we got Bianca, we got Enid, and Xavier, who, just like you guys said, Xavier's dad, peace, kid, don't need to be around you. Bianca's mom. Now, when I say I didn't care for her in the reaction, I mean, because she, to me, was the antagonist to our protagonist, Wednesday. So for me, I was like, come on, Wednesday. Go Wednesday. Now, as we've kind of seen Xavier tell Bianca, hey, make me forget, that was pretty bad of him to say because
brutal,
it was brutal. He didn't need to do that. And she's definitely justified in her feelings for feeling the way she did. Now we get her mom coming in, threatening her with blackmail, basically threatening her every single way, basically going to force her to leave to come back to help save everything. And Bianca wants nothing to do with it. So I'm actually pretty intrigued now to see what's going to happen and see where her arc is going to go. And does she actually do it, or does something happen and she's good to go? So I'm kind of curious to see how all that plays out. Enid, it was kind of tough to see her, not be so happy and bubbly around mom. But at the end, she did come through and just, hey, I'm going to be me. When time is time. And then so on and so forth. And then the mom just, and I know there's parents out there that, fathers, mothers who kind of do that thing and just different shades of light, and obviously not.
You must be the best.
Yeah. We've seen that time and time again. And then hopefully the mom kind of comes around in this case. Hopefully she comes around and is like, hey, sorry, I overstepped my boundaries. You're right. So I'm hoping that comes through because the way she left off there was pretty brutal, rude, so to speak. Glad the father stepped in and said, hey, whatever. You just do you, kid. That was actually pretty cool. Man of very few words. So that was pretty interesting too because I was kind of curious with his looks. I know sometimes we say the actors kind of sell and you can tell through their face X, Y, Z, but he was a hard read of you could tell that he wasn't, going to support mom per se, but he was also just kind of sitting there just taking it all in too. And then he had his moment with Enid, so that was good.
Could have jumped in a little sooner, Pops. Hanging back and letting it all happen.
Yeah, that was the one thing. I was like, just you're gonna wait until the end completely. But look, maybe he needed to.
And it could be an upbringing that he went
play
through.
Play it out,
and let her do it on her own. Because if he steps in and says, well, it's it's this or this, and then also, well, when Dad goes home, like, hey, you made your pitch. She made her own decision. Although Mom could have, you didn't support me. You didn't agree with me.
Yeah, it could be one of those
Dad
when they
could,
get home.
at least step back and say, you did your sales pitch for the lichen camps, lichen summer camps. Learn how to wolf out. But
yeah, and then the Morticia, like you were saying, when there was a lot going on in this one, and interesting to see how the governor got his job and how he was a mayor. Sorry, mayor. Thinking about the gov.
the
mayor.
Can't get this guy out of Walking Dead.
And well, I'm sure a lot of women can relate to what Morticia said there. Just basically blinding me or not listening to me.
You didn't believe her.
Didn't believe her.
Imagine that. All you had to do was believe what she was saying.
Just go and investigate it.
Shit could have been solved.
Yep, men like you have no idea what it feels like to be believed. So I'm sure a lot of women probably can relate to that line for sure. But in this case, in this story, it's interesting that came about now. We got to learn how he really got it. And like you brought up, how is the most wealthiest family just all of a sudden getting one here, one there, one gone there. And then the mortician gone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering now if the principal...
We should run the DNA test on the gum.
Well, why wouldn't you run the DNA test on the gum?
Well, that's up there. That's probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. But and then that she might the shape-shifting.
Yeah,
she's crushing it too, by the way. I love her character in here because there's still a little bit of mystery around what's going on.
Yeah.
And they set it up early of like her kind of walking around and, kind of being there at some odd times. But then Christina Ricci, like last episode, she was just randomly there. It really pulled her back in this one.
Yeah, we didn't get anything from her.
And it's good to see Eugene. Yeah, and it's good to see Eugene is on the mend.
Faked me out. I thought he was done for.
I thought he was toast in that last one.
I thought he was done trying to defend the hive.
So yeah, overall, like I said, it was a fast episode. Definitely maybe one of the better ones so far, and we're 5 episodes in, so really enjoying it. Well, and then real quick too, the father, the cop, Tyler's dad, he just keeps pushing shit off. Like it was clear, I'm not going to bring up the past. Just trying to find every single excuse not to make a deeper connection with his son. He thinks it's okay because it's just his son, and that's all that counts. But there has to be some more connection going on there.
He's firebombing caves. He doesn't have time to do it.
Well, allegedly.
Well, we did the look back. We did the look back, and it did not look like
we'll
him.
see it, and that's the thing with this show, because we're on episode 5 here. There's 3 more episodes? Mm-hmm. So I have a hard time believing they're going to all of a sudden introduce a new character with only 3 episodes to go.
No, I think it's
that's the
somebody
big
that we
baddie
know,
behind
but-
everything. I think it's someone who we
remember, there's a
we've been
season
seeing.
2, so there could be a cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh, you think they'd run the whole season and not have any kind of reveal and then go into season 2? That'd be kind of risky.
We've seen plenty of shows do that.
But,
There's a pretty
did
long
they know
break.
that
Yeah, I was
Wednesday
going to
was
say,
gonna
did they know they
get
were going to do a
renewed?
season 2?
It's going to be like the Harry Potter franchise. Every school year is going to be something new that's going to try and take everyone else out.
Oh, and by the way, did you guys pick up, and maybe I'm just way off base, but the backflashes with Dude, seeing the hatred towards...
his dad.
Yeah.
Garrett's dad was like, you take them all out. He wanted to take them all out in a punch bowl with them.
Yeah, so I thought that was a great way to kind of get another outside point of view of what people think of Nevermore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially when they're the most powerful.
Nevermore
British
stole
families.
200 acres of land.
Allegedly from 200 years ago.
Or yes, a bunch of land 200 years ago, not 200.
Old man probably got all drunk and sold it. Didn't know what he was doing. They said he had a drinking problem. So
that was after his son died, dude.
Either way,
but even
he didn't
before
get
it
started.
looked like
He was can't trust him.
Yeah, fantastic episode. I hope the next 3 are just like this or even better.
All right. Another great episode. Hey, get out there and get your fishing bait from Gomez Addams. See, it works wonders. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pal.
Jay Batista entrance for y'all.